Okay, so after using this Amazon Basics USB-C hub for 2 days, what I found out about this is that it makes some kind of high-pitched noise. Like I'll show you in a bit. Like when I found out about this, so what I did was that I did a Google search on it. So and it's basically termed as Coil Whine. Like it's there, since this thing has if I can show you right now here. So this thing has power delivery in it, that is I can see it, type C power delivery, PD for power delivery. So like if you connect this, like one end you connect it to your laptop or any device, and if you just insert a charger, like charging brick cable here, so what can do is it can pass through that charge to your main device. So that's what it's like, that's why it's stated here, it's a power delivery. Like it can charge your device while being connected to other peripherals like USB, mouse, all those stuff. So yes, since this thing has power delivery in it, so like there is a small coil in it. So like when, like in theory, like whenever there is high amount of electricity going through it, then you can easily hear that coil whining sound. But to my surprise, what I found out is that like even though nothing is connected to this, just it is plugged into my MacBook, still also it's making that coil whining noise, that is high pitched noise. So like, and the weirder fact was that like whenever I connected it to my phone, so no sound was coming out from from this USB-C hub. That is kind of very much weird if you ask me. So like right now I'll just show you, and I'll just so like put some earphones onto your ear so that you can hear the noise very much clearly. So like I have plugged it in my phone, as you can see it's glowing. So what I can do right now is I will just take this part out of the microphone, then as you can see you will hear no sound. Okay, so first, so this so there's some kind of hissing noise for sure. I don't know if you can hear it or not. Like, and this side also. Okay, as you can see, by the way, this thing is powered on. If you can see, like this thing is powered on. So as you just heard right now, that is, it didn't make that kind of noise like whenever it's connected to my phone. But if I just connect it to my MacBook, so now you'll hear the real sound, that real high pitched noise, that is, if I just connect it to my MacBook. Okay, so as you can see, like right now I haven't connected to it, and if I just first let you hear the sound, like there is no sound coming out through this. So if I just take my microphone, unplug it, and like my wire is tangled right now, let me first fix it. Okay, so now please put some earphones so that you can hear it very loud and clear. So as you found out, there is no sound coming out from this, but as soon I connect it to my MacBook, like, okay, so just if I just like there is like, even though I don't put any USB peripherals on it, so like just connect it without anything, just plug it in. So if I were to do that, okay, so as you can see, the blue light is glowing, and as you can see, nothing is connected to it. Now if I just bring the microphone closer to this USB-C hub, you might be hearing as some kind of high pitched noise or some kind of like whirring noise, like that, the type of noise that comes out of high speed turbine. No, it's very hard to tell, like explain. So please increase the volume of your earphones so that you can hear it clearly. So usually the most of the noise is coming from this RJ45 connector. So I don't know why, but now like nothing is connected here. Now if I just connect something over here, let's see how the sound changes. like like this is the receiver of my mic, of my mouse. So if I just connect it, I'm connecting it to my USB 2.0. So I've connected my mouse receiver to USB 2.0. Okay, so now I'll be removing the this receiver. Now again let's check the noise. Now I'll remove the USB-C hub from my MacBook, and let's see how the sound, like whether the noise just gets completely zero or not. Okay, so as I heard right now, like this is the type of noise that it makes. Like it's very much weird to to kind of like if you just think about it, like this only makes noise whenever you connect it to my MacBook, and I'm very much sorry that I couldn't connect it to my PC because that thing doesn't have a USB-C, that has USB-A, so I cannot check on there. So like whenever I connect it to my MacBook, then only it makes that type of high pitched noise or coil whining noise. Yes, and but that noise doesn't come out like when I connect it to my phone. So like when I did a Google search on this, like why it comes out only for when I connect it to my MacBook and not on my phone, like I found out that like since phone provides a less amount of power to this thing, so that's why the coil whining is not that much of significant. But when I like MacBook provides not just MacBook but laptops, they provide a much higher energy, so much higher power to this thing, so that's why the coil whining is much more significant when compared to your phone. So that's why you hear more you hear it more often, and like hear it more louder when compared to your phone. So yes, that's what thing that I forgot to mention in my main video. So like yes, so this is a thing that is like this thing is pretty good, but the fact that it makes noise, so it kind of feels like it's cheap. But I also found out that many expensive USB-C hubs also they do make this kind of noise, so it's very much confusing right now. And I'm like, since I'm within the return period, so return window, so I'm thinking about returning it, and I don't know if I should suggest you or not. Like it's completely up to you right now, because like at this price it making like this thing is a great bang for the buck, but the fact that it makes that kind of weird noise, like it's very much hard to recommend at this point. So like you can like take it and use it for a day or two, or like you, since you have a return window, like you can use it till the return period doesn't gets over. And like if you're satisfied with this, then you can go ahead and further use it. Or like if you like didn't like it at all, like then you can easily return it. So like that's what I'll say about this thing. Like I'm not sure about this, like whether I should keep it or not. So and I cannot recommend you anymore. So yes, like yes, that's my honest opinion about this thing. Like after using it for 2 days, like you won't notice when you are when you're using it, and like when fan is running, like you won't hear any kind of noise. But I only heard the noise like whenever AC is on, like since the room is very much quieter in that, like whenever AC is on, so a room is always quieter, so in that case only you will hear the noise. And like if you or else if you just turn off your fan and bring it in, like here, try to hear it in a very quiet room, then only you will be able to hear it. So yes, this is all about like USB-C hub after using it 2 days, after using it for 2 days. And this is my honest opinion about this thing. So like if you, so what should I say anymore, like I'm very much confused like right now. So like I would not suggest you this thing. But if you still want, like this thing costed me around like 900 in a sale, and like some of the expensive one they do cost around like 3000 2000. They are very much expensive, that I know for sure. And since this thing has aluminum build in it, and it makes quite it does feel premium a bit, but the sound, man, how should I like explain? So yes, if you want it, then use it for a few days. I'll again repeat that same thing. Like if you want it really hard, like really you do really want it, then use it for few days. Then if you're satisfied with it, then go ahead and keep it with you. And if you are not, then you can just return it before the return window gets over. Like you have to like take a you have to like keep a close eye like when your return period gets over, because once it gets over, then you will be stuck with this thing and you will have no other choice than to keep it. So yes, and another thing is that I'm not sure like whether it will damage my MacBook or like the main device that this thing connects to. So there is no saying in that, and I'm also not sure about that. but I don't know whether I'll keep it or not, and I think I'll post you in future like whether I'm keeping it or not. So yeah, that's about this video then, and I'll see you in the next one, and until then, bye bye, I guess. Okay, bye, and stay safe with this kind of products. Like, they do entice you for it, but you know, in the long run, this like cannot, like, you are not guaranteed that this thing will be, held. Like, that's it guys, bye bye.